I wanted to show a report that we share with retailers that helps them get a top-down view of their store and an understanding of how different categories and departments play within their store. For this particular report, one of the questions we ask within our survey, will shoppers, if they can't find what they're looking for, will they switch to something else in the category or walk away and abandon their purchase? As part of our field work, we identify what brand, what size, one form. It's valuable to ask a follow-up question to say, hey, that particular product that you bought, what would you have done? What we're highlighting is within the Kroger universe, all the shoppers that bought at Kroger, we track about 115 categories. This is a roll-up of those categories within their individual departments that they roll up to. What we're able to do is get a top-down view of which departments have the highest walk rate. If we look here, GM or general merchandise, which includes everything from toys and newspapers and magazines, some smaller categories typically, these categories have the highest walk rate. If somebody is going to buy a particular product, if you don't have that product, there is a high likelihood that they will leave the store and come back at a later date or go to another retailer. This department where we see the second highest walk rate is within household categories. Think of cleaning and dish care and laundry care, those types of categories. If a retailer doesn't have the product that they bought, high likelihood that they would leave the category and not buy it. There's a couple of departments on the opposite ends, categories where they have extremely low walk rates, which means they have a very high switch rate. I'll look at dairy, which is the 14th highest department. If you're buying milk and cheese and eggs, there's a higher likelihood that, let's say they didn't have the particular brand of eggs that you bought, that you would be much more likely to find another variety. The department that ranks the lowest for walkaway is bakery. Think of hot dog buns and a lot of baked goods. Those are things, if you don't have that one variety, I'd find an alternative. What does this mean for you when you're talking to retailers? Especially with the walk rates, this is something that when you're talking about assortment reviews, it's powerful to know what will a shopper do if we don't give them exactly what they bought. Certainly, there are times where if we don't give them exactly what they bought, they could abandon their category purchase. It could be the type of category that is so important that it could take the entire trip with it. It's really important to understand where are we at risk and where are those areas that we can get a shopper to switch and to trade up and to find an alternative. So it also helps us understand a lot about days of supply and out of stocks. If you have a category with a high walk rate, the fear of being out of stock and a shopper not finding what they want is very high. Many times it's best to fix the days of supply and make sure that you don't run out of product in the store. If you wanted to see more data on your category, your retailer, we can run this at any retailer and run it across any department or any category. If you're interested in learning more, I invite you to reach out to me. My email is jason.smith@shopperintelligence.com. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn or on our website, shopperintelligence.com, to request a demo or additional information.